Have a nice day, my dear student. Today we will discuss about the working principle of DC motor, lecture 8, and back EMF of DC motor, lecture 9. So these all are the topic of electrical machine. Myself, Mr. Santanu Noskar, Assistant Professor of Electrical Department, GKCEM JIS Group. My mail ID is santanu.uyt@gmail.com, santanu.noskar_gkcem@gisgroup.org, and this is my Facebook page. You can get all the videos in my Facebook page, which is Being Electrified with Santanu, and you can also subscribe my channel. So I have merged the two videos in this lecture. One is working principle of DC motor and another is back EMF of DC motor. So at first I will describe the syllabus of electrical machine. So this is for diploma West Bengal State Counseling syllabus, and you all are in third sem. In third sem, electrical machine is very important subject. So your syllabus is general introduction of rotating machine. I have covered the DC generator in my previous lecture, general introduction of rotating machine and DC generator in my previous lecture. Now I have started the DC motor lecture, and day by day I will cover the all lecture of single phase transformer, three phase transformer. So today I will discuss about the working principle of DC motor and the back EMF of DC motor. Okay, so let's start. Have a nice day, my dear student. Today we will discuss the working principle of DC motor, which is very important topic in electrical machine. Myself, Mr. Santanu Noskar, Assistant Professor of GKCEM JIS Group. My mail ID is santanu.uyt@gmail.com. Another mail ID is santanu.noskar_gkcem@gisgroup.org. This is my Facebook page, Being Electrified with Santanu. Okay, so let's start. How does a DC motor works? DC machine can be used as a motor or generator. Therefore, theoretically, construction of DC motor is same as DC generator. But working principle is different for DC motor and DC generator. And DC motor is an electrical machine which convert electrical energy into mechanical energy. The basic working principle of a DC motor is whenever a current carrying conductor is placed in magnetic field, it experiences a mechanical force. The direction of this force is given by Fleming's left hand rule. This is the Fleming left hand rule, and its magnitude is given by F equals to BIL, where V is magnetic flux density, I is current, and L is the length of the conductor within the magnetic field. Okay, now I am describing the Fleming's left hand rule. Go through this picture. If we stretch the first finger, second finger and thumb of our left hand to be perpendicular to each other, and the direction of the magnetic field is represented by the first finger, direction of the current is represented by the second finger, then the thumb represent direction of the force experienced by the current carrying conductor. This animation help in understanding the working principle of a DC motor. When armature windings are connected to a DC supply, an electric supply sets up in the winding. Magnetic field may be provided by field winding which is electromagnetism, or by using permanent magnet. Now in this case, current carrying armature conductor experience a force due to the magnetic field according to their principle stated here. Okay. Now commutator is made segmented to achieve unidirectional torque. Otherwise, the direction of force would have reversed every time when the direction of movement of conductor is reversed in the magnetic field. So this is how a DC motor works. Now the application of DC motor. Shunt type motor. Characteristics is speed is fairly constant and medium starting torque. Applications are blowers and fans, centrifugal and reciprocating pumps, lathe machine, machine tools, milling machine, drilling machine. Series motor. Characteristics is high starting torque, no load condition is dangerous, variable speed, crane, hoist, elevator, trolley, conveyors, electric locomotive. Cumulative compound. High starting torque, no load condition is allowed. Application rolling mills, shears, punches, heavy planer, elevator. Differential compound. Speed increase as load increase. This is not suitable for any practical application. So this is my Facebook page, Being Electrified with Shantanu, and this is my YouTube channel, Being Electrified. You can like it and you can subscribe my YouTube channel. So thank you. Have a nice day, my dear student. Today we will discuss about back EMF of DC motor, which is the most important topic of electrical machine as well as basic electrical engineering. So let's start. Myself Mr. Shantanu Noskar, Assistant Professor of Electrical Department, GKCM JIS Group. These are my mail ID, shantanu.uit@gmail.com, shantanu.noskar_gkcm@gisgroup.org, and this is my Facebook page. You can like it, Being Electrified with Shantanu. So let's start. What is back EMF? When the current carrying conductor placed in a magnetic field, the torque induced on the conductor, the torque rotates the conductor which cut the flux of the magnetic field. According to electromagnetic induction, when the conductor cuts the magnetic field, EMF induced in the conductor. The Fleming right-hand rule determines the direction of the induced EMF. According to Fleming right-hand rule, if we hold our thumb, middle finger and index finger of the right hand by an angle of 90 degree, then the index finger represent the direction of the magnetic field, the thumb shows the direction of motion of the conductor, and the middle finger represent the EMF induced on the conductor. On applying the right hand rule in the figure, it is seen that the direction of the induced EMF is opposite to the applied voltage. Thereby the EMF is known as counter EMF or back EMF. The back EMF develops in series with the applied voltage but opposite in direction. The back EMF opposes the current which causes it. The magnitude of back EMF is given by the expression here, EB equals to phi ZNP by 60A, where EB is the induced EMF of the motor known as back EMF, A is the number of parallel paths through the armature between the brushes of opposite polarity, P is the number of poles, N is the speed, J is the total number of conductor in the armature, and phi is the useful flux per pole. A simple conventional circuit diagram of the machine working as a motor shown in this diagram. In this case, the magnitude of the back EMF is always less than the applied voltage. Just go through this peak. The difference between the two is nearly equal when the motor runs under normal condition. The current induced on the motor because of the main supply, the relation between the main supply back EMF and armature current is given as EB equals to V minus IAR. Now the advantage of back EMF in DC motor. The back EMF opposes the supply voltage. The supply voltage induces the current in the coil which rotates the armature. The electrical work required by the motor for causing the current against the back EMF is converted into the mechanical energy, and that energy is induced the armature of the conductor. Thus we can say that energy conversion in DC motor is possible only because of the back EMF. The mechanical energy induced in the motor is the product of the back EMF, and the armature current is EB IA. Number 2, the back EMF makes the DC motor self-regulating machine. The back EMF develops the armature current according to the need of the motor. The armature current of the motor is calculated as IA equals to V minus AB by RA. We can get this equation from this equation. Okay. So now the relation between mechanical power Pm, supply voltage Vt, and back EMF EB. Okay. So the back EMF in the DC motor is expressed as EB equals to Vt minus IARA, or EB equals to V minus IARA. So we can say here V equals to EB plus IARA, where EB is back EMF, IA armature current, V terminal voltage, RA resistance of the armature. Now the maximum power developed on the motor is expressed as Pm equals to VIA minus 2IARA. On differentiating in above equation, we can get dPm by dIA equals to VIA minus 2IARA equals to VIA minus 2IARA equals to 0. So from here we can write V equals to 2 minus IARA, V by 2 equals to IARA. From the back EMF equation we get V equals to EB plus IARA. Also we can say V equals to EB plus V by 2, or we can write V minus V2 equals to EB, and at the last V by 2 equals to EB. So from the above equations, so that the maximum power developed in the motor when the back EMF equals to the half of the supply voltage. So thank you. This is my Facebook page, Being Electrified with Santanu. You can like it, and this is my YouTube channel, Being Electrified. You can subscribe it. Thank you. So thank you, student. Hope you all enjoy my lecture. So now I am talking about some reference book of your syllabus, which is Electrical Machine. Name of the author is S.K. Bhattacharya, Tata McGraw-Hill publication. Another is Electrical Machinery, which is author is Dr. S.K. Sen. Publisher name is Khanna Publisher. Then Electrical Machine, Nagraj Kothari. This is very good book, Tata McGraw-Hill publisher. Then Electrical Machine, Ashfaq Hussain, Dhanpat Rai Company. Then Electrical Machine, J.B. Gupta, S.K. Kataria and Son. And Principle of Electrical Machine and Power Electronics, P.C. Sen, Koile, India. And you can also go through my lectures for your information, and some site of electrical engineering like Circuit Globe and Electrical for You are very helpful for you, and you will go through some NPTEL lecture made by IITs. This will be very helpful to you. So thank you.